What's up there, ladies and gentlemen? Thanks for joining me for some more Pokemon VGC Road to Regionals, where I attempt to climb the online rankings, try to become a better commentator as I go along. Now, bringing the same team again. This is most likely going to be the last week that I'm going to be using this team, today being Tuesday, so we have a few more days to have a few more matches with this team. I do feel comfortable with this team yet again, but yesterday, if I had Protect on my Amoonguss, most likely would have won our first battle, legit battle at least, in yesterday's episode. So I did go ahead and put Protect on Amoonguss, the only change that I did to this team so far. So we're going to be using this team. We're going to jump right on the ladder. Hopefully we get no disconnects like we did yesterday. Sitting a ranking of 1500 at 30 and 31. Obviously our record is not showing as to how good we are actually doing with this team. Being in the double digits with the disconnects, obviously we didn't get those disconnects, most of them actually being wins. I probably should be like 40 and 20 something, but you never know what's going to happen. We're going to get a player from Japan with a rating of 1551. No more complaining. We're going to go ahead and play this player from Japan. Wow, he has a Meowstic on his team. Do have the Protect. And I think I brought Cresselia as well. Cresselia is always a huge annoyance. Yep, here we go. Here we go. Just reset my router just to be safe. I am sitting no more than 5 feet away from it, and yet again we have another connection error. Oh man, this is getting pretty unplayable. All the past 2 weeks I've never had this problem, and I just don't know what to do anymore. I really don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Alright, so we are going to be facing Joe from Portugal, 1400 player, and he's going to have a very interesting team. Again, having the Klefki, we have another Kangaskhan on his team. Getting that disconnect in the other battle was really unfortunate. It's something I'm struggling for the past 2 days with, so I don't know whether or not it's just me or other people as well. I just posted on Nuggetbridge, so, you know, that's that. But he's going to have Aegislash, another Meowstic. So we have another Meowstic, we have a Klefki as well, 2 Prankster users, a Rotom, Greninja, and the Kangaskhan. Alright, so the Charizard is looking good right here, again, for basically every single one of those Pokemon, except maybe the Greninja. I did face a Choice Scarfed Greninja, so that's something I definitely want to look out for, especially if I do bring my Landorus a couple of days ago, and it's really annoying because it's very fast to begin with, so it's definitely going to outspeed my Landorus, and it gets that Protein ability, which is really annoying. Alright, so who could I lead with right here? Kangaskhan is generally a lead. He could also lead with one of his Pranksters. Probably going to be the Klefki to get some Thunder Waves off. So I could bring in my Charizard, bring the Landorus in the back, switch it in, take the Fake Out, get the Intimidate off, and then potentially try to take the Thunder Wave. The Thunder Waves are going to get really annoying because I really have no way to deal with it. Don't have Skill Swap on my Cresselia. Anymore, at least. Could go for the Swagger play as well. So that's looking like it's going to be really annoying. I could go with my Heatran as the lead as well. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Charizard Heatran. He really has no way to deal with that unless he brings his Greninja in the front. Or he could just go with Rotom as well. So there's that. But then I could just Solar Beam the Rotom unless it's Choice Scarf. But it still won't be able to take out my Charizard in the sun. Charizard Heatran, Landorus again for the Kangaskhan, Amoonguss. How's Amoonguss doing right here? Amoonguss looking like it's doing a lot of work, so I can put some Pokemon to sleep. I can also protect as well. Yeah, I'm going to bring the Amoonguss. Not going to bring the Sylveon, obviously, for the Aegislash. And, I mean, if he brings his Klefki, I'm not going to be doing too much with the Hyper Voices, and it could just take down so easily by the Kangaskhan. So, not even going to bring the Sylveon right here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, guys, we do not get a disconnection on this battle. It's really unfortunate that I have to hope, like, have wishful thinking for no disconnections. It's really, really bad, like, sad that I have to do that. But he's going to leave with his Greninja and his Kangaskhan. We're going to be probably expecting a Fake Out and a Scald right here, or a Hydro Pump. But I could also bait him into, Water form. I could double protect, also. What does Greninja do? This is physical set, he could have Rock Slide. I feel on the double protect right here, just to get rid of the Fake Out. He most likely will Fake Out Charizard, or he could just go ahead and Power Up Punch the Heatran. But I'm just gonna double protect right here. There's no reason for me not to double protect. I want to see what the Greninja wants to do. Also, I'm just going to protect the Fake Outs away. Following turn, he could Power Up Punch my Heatran. Should not knock it out. He could double down on Heatran the next turn as well. Let's just see. Let's just double protect, see what he wants to do. Kangaskhan will Mega Evolve, most likely go for the Fake Out. What do you want to do, Kangaskhan? Fake Out into the Charizard? Probably Fake Out into the Charizard. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and Protect. And Protect with Heatran. Don't want to take any unnecessary damage with the Fake Out into the Charizard, so that was predicted nicely. Gonna go for a Taunt. What was he expecting? I guess he was expecting Heatran to go for the Substitute? Really no reason for me to go for the Substitute right there. But I'm just gonna Mega Evolve Heat Wave. Mega Evolve Heat Wave. And then Heat Wave. Not gonna do too much with the Scald. It's not doing anything with an Ice Beam. He could go for a Taunt if he wants, because I'm not gonna go for the Sub. Kangaskhan should not be able to knock out either one of my Pokemon, so I mean, it's looking pretty good right now, unless he switches out either the Kangaskhan or the Greninja, but I don't think he will do that. If he switches in the Aegislash, that's really awesome. Gonna go for a Hydro Pump. It's not gonna be doing too much, and Charizard avoids. Yeah, it wasn't gonna be doing too much, regardless in the sun. It's gonna go for an Earthquake, and it's gonna hit his own Greninja! I don't know whether or not he knows that Earthquake doesn't hit twice. And it gets a critical hit, of course. Earthquake is one of the moves that doesn't hit twice with Parental Bond. So I should be getting rid of this Greninja if the Heat Wave does connect. And it does connect, so I'm going to be getting rid of both the Kangaskhan and Greninja. Don't necessarily know what he was going for right there. It didn't really make any sense. If he hit me with a Hydro Pump on my Charizard, I'm pretty bulky when it comes to special defense. He wouldn't have knocked me out, especially in the sun. Unfortunate critical hit on the Heatran. I had the Shucca Berry, but Earthquake obviously not hitting twice with the Parental Bond, but I've never seen a Kangaskhan Earthquake for a good 2 years. That's a thing right there, I guess, guys. So if Aegislash is Life Orb Shadow Sneak, he's going to Shadow Sneak the Heatran. Klefki is most likely going to go for a Thunder Wave onto the Charizard, or a potential could go for a Thunder Wave. He's going to Thunder Wave the Charizard. He's definitely going to Thunder Wave the Charizard. Klefki is going to be really annoying to deal with, so I think I may want to bring in my Landorus. Do I want to bring in my Landorus just yet? He's going to either Thunder Wave or he's going to Swagger. Probably going to Thunder Wave the Charizard, and then go for the Shadow Sneak with this Aegislash into the Heatran. Heatran could take out both of the Pokemon at once. Should I just... Let me see, what did I do with the Charizard? Charizard... I'm going to go into the Landorus right here. And then I'm just going to go for a Heat Wave. If he does go for the Shadow Sneak, it's going to get the Intimidate down on the Aegislash, so hopefully it doesn't KO the Heatran, but I really think he's going to go for a Thunder Wave into the Charizard with his Klefki. Or if he doesn't, he's going to go for a Swagger, either into the Charizard or the Heatran. So into the Landorus, we'll predict it very nicely, and he's not going to go for a Shadow Sneak or anything. He is going to attack with the Aegislash, and I'm just going to take them both out, because obviously it is in the sun. So, really easy and fast match right there. Going to pick up a nice 4-0, but yet again, it was against a 1400 player, so good game to Gio. It's just really, really unfortunate that I keep getting these disconnections, obviously just hindering my rating and my record. I should be well into the 1700s. Back in, what was it, Season 9 or 10, I got into the 1700s in, like, 2 days. It's not hard, but when you have these disconnections, it makes it incredibly hard. It puts a, it gives you a huge disadvantage, obviously, when it comes to your record. And if you have a bad record and obviously ranking, you're going to be playing low-ranked players, which do stuff like Earthquake Kangaskhan. And, it's going to be quick matches. It's not very good practice for yourself when you're practicing for regionals, Premier Challenges, Nationals, Worlds. It's not good practice. It's really not when you're facing low-ranked players. I want to be facing the high-ranked players, 1600s maybe, 1700s, obviously 1800s, 1900s would be great. That's why we do these videos to climb the rankings, so we can face these better players, so I can test my team out. Obviously, with the disconnections, we're unable to do that because it prevents us from climbing the rankings. So, unfortunately, getting all of those losses due to disconnections, I would have to say at least Half of the losses are due to disconnections, half of the losses are actually legit losses, and something I actually do learn from. But the disconnections really do hinder your ability to climb the rankings, and I can't do anything about that. So, player from Spain, 1,400 players. Player, yet again, he has another Aegislash on his team, so a very interesting team as well. We have the Aegislash, we have the Ninetales, the Rhyperior, we have the Arcanine, and the Houndoom. So, looks like a Trick Room team, and he has a Venusaur. So, this could be... it could be Mega Venusaur, but probably just taking advantage with the Chlorophyll, and probably going to be Mega Houndoom with its Solar Power ability. So, he has a good Sun team. So, Charizard, not doing too much here, because he probably will be bringing his Rhyperior. So I don't even know whether or not I want to bring my Charizard. I could Solar Beam the Rhyperior. I will be faster, and who can even set up Trick Room on his team? The only one I could possibly set up Trick Room, to my knowledge, would be Ninetales. But I could definitely bring my Amoonguss. This is a Sun team, but, you know, if he does set up the Trick Room, I could take advantage of that with my Amoonguss. It's the Ninetales, Arcanine, and Houndoom, though, so I don't know whether or not that's something I want to do. And the Venusaur. So, I definitely know I want to bring my Heatran. That definitely will be happening. Heatran, Landorus is definitely coming. Cresselia, I think I'm gonna... no, he has the Houndoom. Sylveon, definitely bring Sylveon. Do I want to bring you Charizard? I could bring you for the Aegislash. Well, you know what? I'm bringing Charizard. I have HP Ground. I forgot about that. So I'm definitely bringing Charizard right here. Does he lead with... He's probably going to lead with the... it's probably freaking Sleep Powder, Chlorophyll, Venusaur. That's definitely going to be Chlorophyll. So I'm going to go with my... he's going to outspeed me, though. Let's do this. Lead with both the Heatran and Aegislash. I'm going to bring the Sylveon in the back, specifically for the Houndoom. Obviously doing neutral damage, but Houndoom's pretty damn frail, and he will be taking damage every single turn with its Solar Power ability. And I can also... I believe it takes it every single turn. I don't think you have to use a move like it would be for the Life Orb. I think it takes it like a 16th of your health after each turn. So we're going to get the Sun up right there from Ninetales. So very good. I could also just double protect right here to get at least the 16th percent damage onto the Houndoom. Now Houndoom, I don't know whether or not he gets Eruption, but he should definitely be faster than both of my Pokemon. Obviously, he cannot Heat Wave. I have the Heatran on the field. It does do that. It's stupid on his part. Could go for the HP Ground with the Charizard. I don't have Solar Power on my Charizard. That would be pretty cool, though, if I did, because I'd be able to take advantage of his Sun and have my own Solar Power ability. I have Blaze. So I'm going to go for the Mega Evolution. Ninetales doesn't really pose a threat right here. Can't Will-O-Wisp either of my Pokemon. Could go for the Trick Room. Going to go for the target down onto the... Yeah, I'm going to go for the double attack into the Houndoom. I'm not protecting right now. Take advantage of the Solar Power. He could also switch out on that slot, but if he switches out on that slot, everything's going to take super effective damage against both these ground-type attacks, except his Venusaur. Unless he protects. If he protects right here, that's pretty good on his part, but I don't think that's something he's going to do. He is going to withdraw Houndoom, probably going to come into the Venusaur. Now he's going to come into the Rhyperior, so the Rhyperior might be taken out. Rhyperior is very physically bulky, but not specially bulky. Alright, let's see what's gonna happen here. And I could just protect the following turn as well. And then switch in my Landorus. Ninetales is gonna go for a Solar Beam. What? It's not gonna do anything to either one of my Pokemon. Into the Charizard, that's even better because that's 4 times resistant. And it's Life Orbs. Oh man, I don't know what's going on right here. Really don't know what's going on. This is probably going to bring him down. Wow, that's bulky. That is very specially bulky. He may be Assault Vested. He could be Assault Vested. Yeah, he's definitely Assault Vested. He is definitely Assault Vested. Ninetales isn't doing anything. I'm done with the double target into the Rhyperior. Probably could have just Heat Waved with my Charizard. Probably would have done more damage, but I don't want to risk it missing. Ninetales is actually going to protect. Don't understand that one. Obviously, Rhyperior is the bigger threat. He is going to be Assault Vested, so I mean, not pulling like a tricky Choice Scarf here. So both of my Pokemon are going to outspeed him, so I'm just going to knock it out. Even though, you know, despite it being assault vested, I'm still going to knock it out pretty easily. So Rhyperior pretty much was the biggest threat to my entire team, being both my Charizard and my Heatran. And I just got rid of it outright right there. Houndoom's not doing anything to either one of my Pokemon again. Ninetales actually just protect it right there. So I could go for the double target down on the Ninetales. And I'm actually just going to do that. Match is forfeited. Okay, so let's do one more match. That was too quick. So picking up 2 wins. Again, this is what I was just talking about before this match. Communication with the other trainer was interrupted, so we quit. I don't want to be playing 1,400 players. I mean, these matches are just... I mean, you do get a good match here or there. Maybe someone else is having problem with disconnections too, so I could be facing someone just as good as I am. But most of the time, they're in the 1,400s for a reason, and it's just not very good practice. So hopefully we find a very good player right here. We're going to jump back into 1,500s, splitting wins with 32-32. 64 matches overall, and just... I don't really like complaining too much when it comes to disconnections, but when it contributes to your entire rating, and I want to be in the 1700s to face some good players, it really is frustrating. But we're going to be playing one more match because those were really quick matches and getting another unfortunate disconnect again in the first match today. So 4 matches in this episode, something a little special, but can't really do anything about those disconnects and those quick battles. So hopefully we do get a good battle in our final one and we find someone and don't disconnect. Alright. So, I'll catch you guys in a second. Oh, well, never mind. We're going to find Craze, 1578 from, United States, New Jersey, so he's pretty damn close to me. And he's going to have, now this is a competitive team. This is a competitive team. This is going to be a good one, okay? He has the Gastrodon Aegislash, he has the Lando T, the Amoonguss, the Salamence, and he has the Rotom Heat. Very good team composition, because he has the Gastrodon on there. Obviously, I won't be able to do any type of water type attacks to the Landorus, the Rotom Heat, and the Aegislash because he has the Gastrodon. But, and again, I don't have any water type attackers on my team, so we may not see Gastrodon right here, but, you know, he could bring it in to get some Scalds off into my Pokemon and get the Ice Beam off into the Landorus, and if it's Expert Built, it's going to hurt a lot, but I do definitely want to bring my Landorus right here. He probably will bring his own Landorus Salamence. Does he bring his Rotom Heat? Probably for my Charizard. Moongus is probably not going to be brought. He could bring his Heatran as well, but I have a lot of Fighter-type attackers. So I might be seeing the Gastrodon, Landorus, the Rotom, and the Salamence right here. He probably will lead. He could lead with his Landorus and his Salamence to get a double Intimidate. So I don't even know what... I'm going to bring my Landorus in the back in case he does do that. I'm going to bring my Landorus in the back in case he does go for that play. I could also lead with my Sylveon to threaten pretty much his entire team, except the Amoonguss and the Aegislash. Alright, okay, so what do I want to do right here? What do I want to do right here? I like the Cresselia for the Icy Wind. Do I bring the... Yeah, I'm going to bring the Sylveon in front. Could also flaunt the Trick Room, which I don't have. The Landorus. Charizard is looking pretty good because it brings the Gastrodon. I could Solar Beam it. Does well against his entire team. Yeah, I'm going to bring the Charizard in the back. I don't want to lead it in the front in case he does bring his Rotom. He could leave it as a Rotom Heat as well as his Landorus. Obviously, Earthquake not going to affect it, but I'm going to bring my own Levitator and my Sylveon. Okay, what do you want to do, Craze? What do you want to do? This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. I'm going to lead with my Sylveon and my Cresselia. Bring out the, Rotom and the Landorus. May see a U-turn right here. Don't know what type of Landorus this is. They have quite the variety now with the Landorus. I've seen Lumberry, I've seen Yachi Berry, I've seen Assault Vested, the typical Choice Scarf. Rotom really isn't doing anything to either one of my Pokemon. Probably going to see a double down target into the Sylveon unless he goes for the U-turn into the Cresselia. And he also could go for the... if he goes for the knockoff into the Cresselia, that's pretty damn annoying because obviously not going to... My Keyberry won't be doing anything. I can't switch in anyone right there because I don't want to get my Choice Scarf knocked off. But, you know, I'm just going to go for an Icy Wind. There's no reason for me not to, unless he goes for the U-turn. If he doesn't go for the U-turn, he's going to be slowed down, and he's going to be taking super effective damage. Most likely Assault Vested if he does go for that option. And what do I do with my Sylveon? I don't know whether or not I want to protect this early on. I don't want to protect this early on, because I could just outright knock out the Landorus right here if it's not Assault Vested. He's going to go for U-turn, so he is Choice Scarf. Good information to know. And it's going to activate my Keyberry, which is perfect. So we don't see the knockoff, we do see the U-turn. Most likely we're going to switch into Aegislash right here. Aegislash would be the perfect switch in right here. No, Amoonguss. Okay, so Amoonguss is still going to take a considerable amount of damage. And he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp into the Cresselia. I don't mind that at all. Probably anticipating the Protect to come down for the Sylveon. Not doing too much to both of his Pokemon, but now I will outspeed with my Sylveon onto his Rotom. And Amoonguss is always annoying to deal with. So knocking out the Amoonguss right here would be pretty helpful. Could have went for a Calm Mind. Calm Mind would probably have been the best option. Alright. Does the Amoonguss Protect or go for the Spore? I think he may go for the Spore. I'm going to go for the double down target into the Amoonguss. Going to withdraw Amoonguss. Who does he go into? Probably Aegislash. Yep, Aegislash. This man is pulling the switches. This man is pulling the switches. Now it's going to be quite interesting to see whether or not he has Shadow Sneak. Because if he has Shadow Sneak and his Rotom attacks my Cresselia, he could just knock it out right. Ooh, we get the special attack drop though. That is perfect. Then he's going to go for another Will-O-Wisp. I don't mind those too much, but it will be wearing down my Pokemon. It really will be. So we're probably going to see that attack onto the Cresselia from the Aegislash. I did reduce his special attack, so there is that. And now he probably is going to have Salamence in the back. He could switch out his Rotom right here into the Salamence, because he's like, oh man, this guy isn't going to go for a Hyper Voice onto my Aegislash. There's no way this man's going to go for a Hyper Voice onto my Aegislash. But I'm going to go for a Hyper Voice on this Aegislash and go for the Moonlight. Because at that point I recover, he had a special attack drop. So I'm going to be getting, he's not going to switch it out. So, that sucks, but I was really expecting the Salamence to come in right there. Gonna get some nice damage on the Aegislash. That is a crit, yeah, I was gonna say. He's gonna go for the safe Thunderbolt, so he's gonna stay in with the Rotom. And it's not doing too much right there, obviously. He's gonna go for a Substitute. Wow. That's a ballsy play. Probably expecting, again, the Protect onto the Sylveon, although he just attacks it with his Rotom. Okay, he went for the Substitute. I could just break that with my Sylveon. Okay, so he's going to be in shield form right now. Does he attack the Cresselia? I think he attacks the Cresselia with his Aegislash. And he's going to attack the Sylveon with his Rotom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Moonlight. And I'm going to go... Does he King Shield? He's just playing mind games right now. He King Shield under the sub to prevent the Shadow Ball from coming down on it. Is he King Shield? Does he King Shield? I'm just gonna go for a Shadow Ball. Break this up. Yep, he's gonna go for a King Shield. Freaker! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I'm still gonna Moonlight right here, though. And he's probably just gonna Thunderbolt the Sylveon. Damn it! I knew he was gonna King Shield. Could even have switched in my Landers right there, but don't want to take the, you know, potential for a Will-O-Wisp, obviously. Could Protect right here with my Sylveon, because we're just seeing the targets from the Rotom into the Sylveon. Gonna go for Calm Mind, break a sub, and then go for probably like a Psyshock the following turn if he's baited into Blade form. Or just switch out and go into my Landorus. I just want to break the sub right now. Substitute Aegislash. That is really annoying. Okay, so he's going to switch it out. What does he switch into? The Amoonguss. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go for a Calm Mind right here. So the Psyshocks will be doing a considerable amount of damage. This Rotom is being really annoying. This Rotom is being very annoying because he's just getting these continuous damage onto my my Sylveon. Wow, that does a lot. Yep, into the Sylveon. If I protect right here, Will-O-Wisp actually won't knock it out. But he's just gonna go for a Spore into the he's gonna go for a Spore into the Cresselia. What does this man do? Does he protect with his Amoonguss? Because I could just go for the Psyshock. What does he do? I think he's gonna put... Oh, he can't put me to sleep! Oh, that's... Oh, I didn't even realize that! He can't even put me to sleep! He's protecting with his Amoonguss. There's no reason for him not to. Attacking the Rotom. Charizard. I'm switching in my Charizard. He's going to protect. He could pull a double protect right here to knock out the Sylveon, but I'm not going to let that happen. I could use the Sylveon as a sack for later. Yep. He's going to go for a protect. I should have just Calm Minded it with my Cresselia. And Amoonguss is going to go for protect. Ah, man. Should have just Calm Minded it with my Cresselia. Okay, so he's in quite the predicament right now. I'm obviously going to outspeed both of his Pokemon. At least I hope so. So, Psyshock. I'm going to go for a Sun Boosted Heat Wave. Let's think about this for 1 second before I take this chance, because Amoonguss is going to switch out, probably into the Salamence. I could go for an Icy Wind, but then I don't knock out the Rotom. And the Rotom can go for a Thunderbolt. I think that's really the safest play right now. Okay, so he brings in his Salamence. I could also bring in my Landers later on, get the Intimidate, and get the Rock Slide off. So I'm just going to do that play right now. Go for the, So he's not going to switch out either his Pokemon. So he's going to stay in with both. Probably going to go for the Thunderbolt with the Rotom into the Charizard. Hopefully it doesn't knock it out. Looks like a support set with the Will-O-Wisp. Probably a bulky one at that. But I think, hopefully if we connect with the Heat Wave right here, both the Heat Wave and the, Yep, knock out the Amoonguss right there. Was that Rotom faster than my Cresselia? I think it was, actually. What is that? Is that Citrus Berry? Oh, I didn't get him. Okay, so, gonna go for the Psy... So I am faster than the Rotom. Does the Psyshock knock out? Probably not, because it's really bulky. Yeah, it's not gonna knock it out. The Thunderbolt shouldn't knock me out then, because he probably might not have too much investment. Don't paralyze me. Oh, nope, doesn't paralyze me. Okay, alright, good. So we're kind of in a good position right now. I can go for another Moonlight right here, unless he brings in his Salamence. No, his Landers. He doesn't even have Salamence. It's fine by me. He's gonna go for... He's gonna spam Rock Slide. Alright. Oh yeah, that's right. He doesn't have Salamence. What was I thinking? He led with his Landers. The Protect from Charizard's really obvious right here. So I wouldn't even go for that. He's gonna U-turn with his Landorus again. I don't know if he's gonna go for a Rock Slide. He's gonna go for a Rock Slide. He's going for a Rock Slide. And if he doesn't, he goes for the U-turn into the Cresselia again. If he goes for the U-turn, it's not gonna do too much because I'm gonna get my own Intimidate down. Goes for another Thunderbolt. He could actually go for the Will-O-Wisp, predicting me to switch out, but the Protect was obvious right there from the Charizard. He is going to go for that play. He is going to go for the U-turn, probably Thunderbolts into the Cresselia. It should not knock out. And I'm going to get a Moonlight off in the sun. What does this... If he goes for Will-O-Wisp onto the Charizard, this man with his plays, it's going to bring in his own Aegislash. He probably could switch in his Landers again into the Aegislash slot. Anticipating the, gonna go for an Overheat into the Cresselia, most likely. Yep. Okay, so that was good. I brought in the Landers in crucial time, Alright. Could King Shield. He could King Shield. Ah! Damn it! I didn't switch out my Cresselia with the max PPs. Damn it! Oh, well, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Landorus is going to come out here again. Probably in a Brodom slot. And he's going to King Shield. Probably going to King Shield. Really no reason for him not to King Shield switch into Landorus. Here we go, guys. Not just forfeit it. Why did he forfeit the match? There was no reason for that. That was really weird. Maybe if this was an official competition like Nationals or Worlds, he wouldn't want me to know his moveset for his Landorus, which is probably typically Scarfed. I mean, he had U-turn on it. But I don't understand why he forfeited right there. There was no reason for that. He could have brought in his Landorus on the Rotom slot to preserve it, because it obviously had the special attack drop. Brought in his Landorus, intimidated my Landorus. Rock Slide wasn't going to take out his Ica Slash. And if he predicted me to go for the Earthquake, obviously he could have just King Shielded, bringing his Landorus right there. I was locked into Earthquake, brought in his Rotom in the Aegislash slot, so that he could avoid it with both of his Landorus and his Rotom. He could have went for his own Rock Slide with his Landorus, possibly speed-tying me, getting flinches, fishing for the flinches, go for another overheat on the Cresselia in the sun. There was no really... I mean, I had Charizard in the back, so his Landorus would just outright beat my Charizard. Outright beat my Charizard. If he had a way to, take out my Landorus, maybe miss on his Rotom, get a burn on my Landorus, he could have definitely won that battle. I don't know why he quit. But anyway, we're going to pick up 3 easy wins in this one, and obviously getting a loss to disconnect yet again in the first match. That was really good. We only got 1 disconnect, though. It's pretty stupid that I say that, but... yeah, so that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll get some more Pokemon VGC tomorrow, and hopefully no more disconnects. Peace.